Alright, hello. This is my rehearsal video for my persuasive speech. My persuasive speech is about gun laws, so I'm going to jump right into it. My name's Sophia Schneider, and here we go. CNN News informs us parents wait for news after shooting at Marjorie Douglas High School in Portland, Florida. At least 17 people were killed at the school. In recent events, guns have been a huge issue in the United States. This is why I chose to do research on this subject. As a person who wants to live in the United States to thrive and go as a country and thrive as a country and not go through any more tragic losses, I am thrilled to have done so much research on this topic. And after my intensive research, I am convinced guns need to be banned in the United States. Guns are the leading cause to death in the US, and the only way to solve this is banning guns and or making stricter laws. Today, I will show you why guns are so dangerous. Then I will go dangerous in the United States. Then I will go offer ways to solve this issue. Gun violence is a leading cause in the United States. Scholars show us in 2018 that mass shootings are one of the leading causes of death in the U.S., telling us the odds a person will get shot in a day is 1 in 11,125. The odds one will get assaulted with a gun is 1 in 315. That is crazy stats. Mosher and Gold inform us Americans are more likely to die from gun violence than combined risk of drowning, fire, smoke, stabbing, choking on food, airplane crashes, animal attacks, and natural disasters, all combined. These findings are very scary. Living in a world where one is more likely to get shot by a gun than a natural disaster and all those other reasons is scary. The fact that a person can just go out and buy a gun and risk havoc on the rest of the world is not okay, and there must be something done about this. Procon.org expresses there were a total of 400,634 total deaths by gun between 1999 and 2013. 270,337 suicides, 174,733 homicides by guns, and 9,983 unintentional deaths by guns. Guns were the leading cause in all of this. Firearms are the 12th leading reason for all deaths. That makes up for 1.3 of the population's deaths. Not only are gun laws a leading cause to death, but banning guns will make the community be safer. A person cannot leave their house without being scared for their lives. One woman in 2015 reveals, I'm from Canada, and I was never afraid of guns until I moved to the United States. People who move to the U.S. fear people in the U.S. fear guns. No one feels safe. No one wants to live in a world where there's constant fear. We must take steps to change this. The woman explains further, now more than 2 years on, I find myself thinking about leaving the United States every time I hear about mass shooting. Last Wednesday, I woke up to BCC News from the San Bernardino shooting, the man on the news anchor saying, just another day in America. The U.S. has turned from a dream place to a place of fear. Our community is not safe. We live in a place where we can't go to a concert, a park, a movie, or a bar without being fear of losing our lives. It is time for a change, time for us to stop letting these disasters happen and letting a person have a weapon that threatens millions of lives. There are two ways to solve this problem. One is banning guns. Two is making stricter gun laws. Banning guns may seem a bit of a stretch for some people, saving the lives of thousands of people per year, it will help the cause. CNN News tells us in 2018, none of the firearms today were sold in 1789, and certainly no semi-automatic assault rifles like the one used in the Parkland, Florida shooting were there. If guns were made so no one could buy them, then there wouldn't be so many deaths. And of course there would be no students' riots. Scholar tells us in 2018, students from more than 2,600 schools and institutions are expected to walk out of class at 10 a.m. Not only selling guns will ensure students do not walk out during their classes, but in order to appease these students and give them what they want, we need to stop selling guns. Banning guns may seem a little extreme, but with the research I have done, I strongly believe that if we don't ban guns at the core, then we must make stricter laws. CNN News informs us 70% of Americans generally support tougher laws, gun laws. Perhaps people are finally hearing about children, kids, and adults being killed with military-style assault weapons while in school or enjoying a concert. Guns are way easier to buy. We need to enforce laws such as background checks. That would be a great start in order to get guns to be more safe. Other ways is not only selling certain types of guns, but making sure only selling certain types of guns, making sure a regular civilian doesn't have access to an army gun. For a regular civilian to be able to buy a gun sold in the army is just not okay, and there's just no use for that unless they are planning to kill people, because there's no defense of that. In conclusion, today I went over how dangerous guns are and how they are tearing apart the United States as a leading cause to death. The only way to solve this problem is by banning guns or making gun laws way stricter. At any moment, any person could just buy a gun and pull it out and be killed whoever they want. Someone in this audience could take out a gun and risk all of our lives, just a push of a trigger. Now I leave you with this question. Is this the world you want to live your children in? Is this the world you want to leave your grandchildren in? Thank you.